2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use ifs. We don't like to make up excuses. However, losing Kyrie and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
I think the Cavs still will have some depth problems even this year, and they would have had them against the Warriors, even if that.
A chance to look around and see all the sights and sounds that downtown Cleveland has to offer. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K. Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Irving kicks to LeBron, takes a 3. Another miss by James. Cleveland on defense. Golden State moving the ball around. It's taken away by Smith. LeBron kicks to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Curry against Irving. The tray. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The drive by LeBron. And he dunks it down.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Thompson is double. Bogut high post. Dishes to Barnes. And here's Bogut. Feeds it to Curry. Clock at 6. And another 3 for Golden State.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Passes it to Love. And he's good on the 3-ball. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Barnes kicks to Bogut. He dishes it to Curry. From deep 3-point range, it's rebounded by Cleveland.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Here's Green. Can't hit. To the paint. Here's James. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Well, for J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And Golden State also making a change. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber super.
Ezeli inside, guarded by Fry. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. That's going to send Festus Ezeli to the free throw line. That's called on Channing Frye. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Golden State. That one misses for Ezeli. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there. And what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Iguodala. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks it out to Barbosa. Here's Ezeli. Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That's good.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, he picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
From deep, LeBron. Another miss by LeBron.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Up the floor. Oh, and he can't cap off. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the 5.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. On the wing, Shumpert shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You know, really, quite honestly, Shumpert is as good as it gets when you consider knocking down shots like that.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in, Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And, Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Thompson left side. It's good. This game is all even. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Irving with a clean look. Connects from three-point range.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
On its way from Irving for 2. That one a little long. Warriors trail by 4. The pass to Curry. And there's a whistle that goes on Amon Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in. Curry outside. Again, Curry missing. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP. And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Smith right side. Irving for 3. Cleveland gets it back. And Thompson kicks to Irving. And stolen by Barnes. The drive by Thompson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. LeBron's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. He even earned some Clark's Sixth Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. About a career high 55% from the floor.
Clark, talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Livingston kicks to Clark. The shot by Speights. Nobody around. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
LeBron with the buckets.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Mozgov with the steal. It's LeBron with the drive. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Speights. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Estes Ezeli, he's jacked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Ian Clark. Here's Smith. Here's James. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
One shot. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
All going up court. Smith kicks to Mozgov. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Cavaliers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Maurice Speights. And the rejection by Ezeli. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Livingston, that's good.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
The drive by James. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. James has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Fires from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mozgov dishes to LeBron. Off target from three-point range.
And he made sure.
And so we wrap up
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing? And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 17 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's James, and it's sent back by Bogut. Barnes passes to Bogut. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming up.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for. And, guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
And a wide-open look for James. They get it back. From deep three-point range. Good D by Thompson.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
To the left side wing. Curry kicks to Bogut. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by LeBron. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Lets it go from 14. And that misses everything.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And the shot is good.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's James. 17 points in the game. Curry with the steal, and now Curry running the floor all by himself. Lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And it's Irving missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Curry with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for James. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Harrison Barnes. To the middle, here's Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got 14.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The drive by Green. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Clark kicks to Green. Puts up the baby hook. Count the basket and the foul. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Smith checked in for Shumpert. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli. He's checked in for Spates. And it's Livingston in for Ian Clark. Dellavedova, that's good. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Green. And stolen by Fry. The fader. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skills. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Rush comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. The dish to Rush. Here is Livingston. Clock at 6. They double him with James. Livingston kicks to Rush. And the release was before. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Cavaliers trailing. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here's Bogut. He kicks it to Barnes, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Here's Rush. The shot is off. Great D that time from Irving. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Warriors leading. Here's Green. Out to Thompson. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Bogut. To the paint. Another shot. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Bogut. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Well, Cleveland shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. They grab their own miss. Thompson, and the layup falls.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Green. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
To the inside, it's deflected. It's stolen by Bogut. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Thompson with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The drive by Green. No good. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Timeout called the Warriors. Warriors leading by 5. Green dishes to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. That's good. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And again, it's Cleveland.
Great shot. I mean, so difficult to get your shot on line when you're off balance like that.
Thompson is double. Barnes passes to Green. Shot's good. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The drive by James. Here's Thompson, and it's sent back by Bogut. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Curry outside, but they recover it. Another miss by Curry. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 9 points for Smith.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside, Green. Now Curry. And the rejection by Love. All alone.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Now here's Curry. Fires from deep. And that's collected by Love.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
Well, he's building the house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to...
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now here's Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. James against Iguodala. The drive by Green. Kicks it to Bogut. Just 5 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot. And they're in position to take the lead.
You know what? A bucket here would mean a bunch at this stage of the game.
Iguodala outside. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
LeBron with it. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. And it's the Warriors to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Looking to get it going. And it's sent back by Irving. Now Cleveland moving it up. James with the ball. The shot's good from Irving.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And it's Love, top of the key. Fry, that's for 2. And again, it's Cleveland.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Cleveland leading by 7. James kicks to Smith. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And, yep, couple bounces, and it falls.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The drive by LeBron. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Here's Curry to the left side wing. Barnes dishes to Curry. Can they get it? And the Warriors miss again.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off. Great D that time from James.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
And that one's good, Irving. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
You're right, not much time left. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after what we've seen here, a superb performance in overtime, they're managing to get the job done.
In the end, they pulled away.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for LeBron James. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Poked away. It's stolen by Green.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Can't get it to go.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.